Gary, Port Vale at home on Saturday. We've had a weekend, another weekend without a game. How have you been using that to your advantage, and what have you guys been working on during that period to turn things around?
Yeah, I think it came at a good time. The Shrewsbury, performance and result was a big reaction to the Bolton game. The players showed a lot of character to get something from the game. It was a clean sheet. We built a foundation that I think we can move on from. We've worked extremely hard in training to then add to that in terms of our in possession and how we attack the box. That has to be better. The players understand that. The players know that, and they've worked extremely hard in training. They've also had time to be with their families and to have time off and kind of regenerate that way. So we're hoping for a big performance. We're hoping for a lot of energy come the game on Saturday. So the players have, really worked hard to go and do that.
There were positives to pick from that Shrewsbury game, as you've said, and I think something you said in a previous interview was about habits. Scoring goals is a habit, winning becomes a habit. You mentioned the clean sheet there. That's certainly a habit we need to get back into because it gives you a much better chance of winning a game.
It does, yeah. For me, that's the platform any good team needs to go on and win football matches. If you keep conceding goals, it makes the game really difficult. And I think we had a competitiveness, we had an organisation, we had a spirit that got us a clean sheet against a dangerous team who were playing quite well. And now we have to build on that. We have to be much better in possession. We have to show bravery. We have to play our way and the way that got us so much success earlier in the season. We have to get back to that. And like you say, we have to attack the box much better. We have to understand how we're going to score goals. But then when we get in those positions, be really creative. We have to take more risks in the final third to make that happen. So the players know that. The players have worked extremely hard on that. And now it's about us giving them that support and confidence to go and do it on Saturday.
Port Vale find themselves in a similar predicament as us in terms of form. It's going to be two teams that will both see this as the opposition, an opportunity to change things around. There's going to be two teams really going for it.
Yeah, I think every game's an opportunity, and that's where I want the players' mindset to be that no matter who we play, whether it's a team at the top of the league or a team that's struggling, we have to have the mentality that we can win games. We prepare very well. We give all the information the players need to go and make that happen. The players have to take that mindset onto the pitch. So no matter who we play, I think at our best we're a match for anyone in this league. And Saturday, even against a team that's struggling, as we've seen before, it's another difficult game. There's no easy games in League One, so we have to be at our very best if we want to win.
Last home game before Christmas, how important do you think it is that the performance early on in the game on Saturday is one that can really get the crowd behind them and create a positive atmosphere?
Yeah, look, I think that's a two-way thing. I think the players have to give the supporters more. We have been on a run that is not good enough. We understand that. We're working hard to change that. But I think the supporters have to come with a mentality of getting behind the players as well and supporting the players. It's not easy. These players haven't become bad players overnight. These players are giving everything for this football club, even though it's not enough to get the wins and the performances that our supporters deserve. But I think the supporters have to come to the stadium with a mindset of supporting the players, no matter who they are. And it's up to the players to then give them something back in terms of energy, performance, quality, goals, and hopefully come the end we can get up the big bank. It's been far too long since we've been at the big bank and kind of celebrating together. So everyone is responsible, everyone has to play their part, and hopefully that all comes together on Saturday.
In terms of the injury situation, we know Admiral picked up that injury with Zimbabwe. What more can you tell us about that now?
Yeah, it's quite a significant hamstring injury, and he has went back to Luton as his parent club there looking after him, and we'll get updated by them regularly to see how he's progressing with that, but it does look like he will be out for a number of months.
Caleb Watts and Jack Fitzwater have both been absent recently as well. An update on those two?
Yeah, Fitzy's had a problem with his foot, his toe. He's tried to come back and train, and it's kept flaring up. So he's actually going to need an operation, which will keep him out for 6 to 8 weeks, which he will get on Monday. Caleb is working in the gym and with the physios on a hamstring problem that hopefully mid to end of December he will be back in training as well. So both disappointing because they're both big players, and hopefully, like I said, Caleb recovers with the physios, and after the operation Jack can get his problem sorted and be back come the early part of the new year.
Caleb's someone who came in on a short-term deal. He probably feels like he hasn't had the opportunity to sort of earn an extension to that given his injury situation.
I think he's done enough when he has been given opportunities. We're obviously frustrated, as he is, that he's not been on the pitch enough, but he's a fantastic character. He works extremely hard every day, whether he's injured or whether he's on the grass with his teammates. So he's somebody that we would like to keep at the club, but he has to work hard to get fit first and make that happen.
I imagine as much as you're focusing on the games that are coming before January, all the cogs are turning behind the scenes. I'm sure yourself and Marcus and the scouting team are identifying targets, and you've got your mind set on who you want to bring in and which positions you want to bring in.
Yeah, Haaland's top of the list of the number 9s at the moment. I'm not sure we can afford them, but we're working really hard. We have a big list that we have to kind of work through. We have to speak to players, agents, clubs to see how available these players are. We have Malcolm has came in today and tomorrow to work this afternoon and tomorrow afternoon with Marcus as well to make sure we're getting the right players. I think so far the transfer windows we've had since I've been at the club have went very well. We have to continue that, but we have to make sure that come the end of January we're a better squad than when we went in.
And just to end then, away from on the pitch matters, I know yourself and some of the players will be heading up to the hospital, the Bramble Wards, to see some local children later on. It's great that this club can continue to do something so good for the community at Christmas time.
Yeah, I think it's brilliant. I think it's a really important time of year that we go into the community and do as much as we can. But I think the players are fantastic at that. I think all throughout the year they do incredible things in the community, and they should be really applauded for that. As much as their performances on the pitch have been poor, they do everything they can to make sure they're a good servant in this football club. So today we'll be out in the hospitals, and then later today we'll have the signing session as well. So it's really important we keep doing that. Even in difficult moments, we have to be seen to be out in the community, and hopefully we put a smile on some people's faces today and put a smile on 8,000 people's faces on Saturday.